Welcome everyone. Sorry for the delay. Things happen. Welcome, my name is Layla. For those who don't know me, I'm a 3D character artist, and today we'll be continuing to work on Abigail. She doesn't look like Abigail for now, but we'll fix it. How are you guys going? While you do that, I'm just quickly gonna share all of the links so everybody can join. That's done. A few people joined in. Are you guys working on anything as well? No, what I was wanting to do was to blend it all together. Hi Makara Nua, hi Petro. Hello, hello. Now, okay, at this point we can either use Dynamesh, because that's where we left off last time, and a couple of you guys asked me to not touch the sculpt and continue working on it this stream, so I did. So that's why it's looking still very rough. So again, as I said, a couple of options here. We can do remesh by union. Oh, true. Mhm. Looks like I did Dynamesh last time. I'm gonna remove all of these lines. Good evening, Layla. Hope you and yours as well. Thank you, Latory. Mine as well. It's morning here, but it's good. Thank you for asking. Hi, Jonah Jose. Welcome. Let's quickly give her some very temporary nostrils. Now what we could do is either use those ZBrush guides, or we could paint our own masks, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use Analyze Region, then Fill Region. Awesome. So that's gonna be our raccoon mask, as some call it, in the retopology family community online. We could also take the eyelids themselves and make them separate as well. And the reason why I'm doing that, if you're unfamiliar with this workflow, we're gonna create a couple of polygroups that will help us drive ZRemesher, which is this really awesome feature that ZBrush has got, which allows you to do automatic retopology. It's not always right, but with a few modifications you can get it to a place where you will be happy with it. Heyo, hey ho from Germany. Hey Milky Sign. Oh, what was the hotkey for removing the lines so quickly? So it wasn't a hotkey. If you paint a line you want to remove it, it's Control and drag. Ooh. Was it not? Sorry, Alt and drag. So you paint a line, Alt and drag on top of it. You're kind of like crossing it out. So yeah, maybe there is a faster way. I'm not sure. That's what works for me. Hi, Kung Fairy. Hello. Morning there. Okay, then I'll take 2 eggs and bacon on toast, please. Lol. Is that a joke related to Stardew, or am I just too sleepy to get it? It's 6:50 a.m. here. Ah, it's a joke about morning. Got it. I am slow. Do you struggle with facial expression? Because when I rigged the face, I could give it any emotion. No, I don't really struggle with it. I mean, every emotion is different, and to get it to like a good level of believability, you need to spend time on it. Just like with any rig, you would need to spend quite a bit of time on it to get all the deformations you need if you're not going to do blend shapes. Okay, so that's roughly what we want. What's going on here? Households. What is going on here? . Okay. That's fixed, I think. Hi, where am I? Looking beautiful as always, thank you. Awesome how you recolored some of the UI. That was a long time ago, but it's a good question. I think you have to enable customize first, and preferences enable customize. And then it's custom, nope. Nope. It's somewhere here. Interface, UI. Eye colors. So I just, if you load yours, there will probably be more orange and gray and black. So I switched a few colors. If you want, just take a screen grab and replicate it. And then I think you have to save it, like save UI. Don't quote me on that. It was 4 years ago that I changed it, and I haven't changed it since. Oh no, there's a hole. Those holes. Okay. That's no biggie. Let's just unite it into one group. Whoop. So again, just refining the groups. Cool. Maybe one more. Let's see what it gives us. Let's keep groups here. Maybe turn down the smoothing, up the ZBrush resolution, and let's go. You're welcome. Hello from Brazil. Hello, Marco. Marco Design Studio. Okay, let's see. Could have been worse. What is this? Where did this poly group come from? That's so random. Okay. What we could try and do is go in and smooth out the areas that I don't like on the ZBrush mesh. Okay, not a huge fan of that. Let's try again. That's not perfect, but I really like how it did these lines around the eyes, and there aren't a lot of holes or stars in this area, which I also really like. It might look silly for now, and there are some issues on the inside, but I think for a speed sculpt that I'm trying to do, this is as good as it's gonna get. So on that note, let's duplicate it. Go back a few history like saves, like so. Turn off everything we don't need, so let's leave just the low poly and the high poly. Let's save. Well, Mag Bubbles, love the music. Thank you. It's nice, right? Here it's 12:21 AM 3rd of May. Cool. It's quite late. Palettes. What do you mean by that? Love your work, you're awesome, thank you. Pen mesh is pain sometimes, haha. Yeah, it can be, but if you know how to work around it, it can be a great tool. Now we just project by hitting project all. And you'll see that we lost some details, so let's subdivide it. So Shift D to add a subdivision level, or just divide. And project again. And divide, and project. Okay. Now we can go into lower subdivision levels and smooth out some of the transitions, like the neck and the head transition, the neck and the back, neck and the chest, shoulders and the torso, stuff like that. Okay, better. I feel like I gave her too square of chin for the stylized look that I'm going for. Now when you go up a level, you'll see these lines that start to appear. That's basically the way the ZBrush works. It tries to retain the details that we projected from the higher levels. And because we were smoothing on the lower levels, it might happen a couple of times, so just go over it with a smooth brush of your choosing, smooth it out. I'm losing my voice for some reason. Maybe I'll take a break later and make myself some tea, so that doesn't happen. Okay, that's the face. I'm doing also stylized character at this moment. It's very fun and I'm comfortable with it. I tried a couple of times very realistic character and it's very hard to have the likeness of someone. Oh, likenesses are notoriously very hard to achieve. there are a few things that you can do to make your process easier with likenesses, and if you want me to talk about it, I can. I did a likeness once at uni, then realized I'm not really into the whole realistic thing, so I switched to stylized pretty quick. Yeah, stylized is fun. I'm trying to experiment with more of like a mix of both, so not too like hyper stylized, or maybe stylized in terms of proportions, but then more real in terms of textures. That's a new thing, well, a relatively new thing that a few popular shows like Love, Death and Robots popularized. What else? What else was realistic and stylized at the same time? Trying to think. I guess movies have been doing it for a while. Like Disney adaptations. They're adapting stylized characters into this realistic world, and they kind of get a mix of both. I was thinking, because what? Oh wow. 1 second. So, that's better. Once I opened ZBrush today, I realized how far away the face is from looking appealing. I haven't looked at the sculpt for 2 weeks, which is natural. You open up your project that you haven't touched in a while, and you felt good about it before, and now you're like, oh wow. Oh wow. So I was thinking that I could focus on the face a bit more today, not so much on the whole body. Maybe if we have time, we'll give her some proxy clothing. Yeah, I think I will go in this direction. I will go in this direction and keep training for realistic in my free time. Yeah, do whatever you want to do, whatever you feel comfortable with or interested in. Studies, realistic studies, anatomy studies is still a really good way to progress in terms of like your anatomical knowledge. Doesn't have to be an anatomical study, by the way. It can be like, maybe there is some sort of artist that you admire, or classical and not classical. Maybe it's someone new. You can try to replicate their style. I was thinking for a while, and there is this artist called Leindecker. Joseph Christian Leindecker, to be precise. Here it is. Leindecker. And he's got really good sense of like how to make characters look real and alive, but at the same time stylized. And this is AI. This is real. So I was thinking for a while of doing a Leindecker study. Yeah. If you guys want, you can check it out. I just sent a link in the chat. Hello, hello Gabrielle. How's it going? Roger Tutras is cool. Yeah, it is cool, right? Oh yeah, just giving her some eyelids. I'm good, thank you. Your work is so clean, beautiful. Thank you. Hello everyone, good morning Layla, how are you doing? Hello Houdini, I'm good. How are you? Where is the reference on what you're working on? There is no reference. There is a board of things that I like. Well, I'm making Abigail from Stardew Valley, so this is the reference. There's no one concept that I'm following. I'm combining all of them, so that's why it's taking a while to get the proportions locked in. But I'm really passionate about this project, so I'd better finish it. Norman Rockwell mentored with him. Both are amazing artists. Norman Rockwell. Who's this guy? American painter and illustrator. Oh, cool. I can see that. Is that his? Because I know this painting. Wow. Such good colors. Yeah, there's a lot that we can absorb from artists that are no longer with us, even. Right? He isn't? Yeah. There's a cool book called Still Like an Artist. I really recommend you checking it out if you can. It's a very small book. It's like a square format. It can fit like into like my palms. And yeah, it's about what it's like to be an artist, what it's like to imitate. Is it good? Is it bad? What is creativity? What is being original? Is there such thing? Yeah, lots of good questions. I received this book as a gift years ago, so for anyone who's looking for a gift to maybe like a special person in your life, a friend, maybe a relative, I recommend that book. I'm not sponsored by them, but really good book. Hello, Clara-chan. He taught an art class at a local museum back in the 70s. He was a larger-than-life artist. Wow. That's awesome. Where do you live, La Gloria? Are you in the States? Just curious, how do you like to start a face? Separate meshes that you merge together, or do you straight up just deal with something like Sculptures Pro or Dynameshing? It's a great question. And if you were to watch the previous part, you'll see exactly how I started, and I started out from a sphere. It was like this, yeah. Lower half, upper half, nose, ears, neck, torso, shoulders, yada yada yada. And then we're here. Looks a little bit better, doesn't it? If you check out the previous part, I go through all the steps of how we got here. It was streamed 2 weeks ago. Should be under the same name, exploring character appeal with Layla. Viscu, which is, by the way, fun fact, not the way you pronounce my last name. If you ever wondered, it's a Romanian last name, and the way you pronounce it is Viscu. But in English there is no U sound, so it's spelled like Viscu. So yeah, fun facts for you all. Here is a like. Thank you. I live about miles from Norman Rockwell Museum. 6 miles. Nice. I struggle with defining the eyelids in the sockets area. Do you have any good tips? I do. again, I am gonna sound like a broken record, but if you rewatch my previous part, you'll see how I built the eyelids as two separate meshes, and then I blend them together. It's not here, but... and not here either. But if we were to rewind... yeah. You see? These are two... well, it's a sphere cut in half and then shaped to be two eyelids that are separate and shaped to be like eyelids. And then I blend it all together, basically. Hello Denise. Cool progressive. You mean progress? Thank you. What do you mean the music? Is there such thing as progressive music? Which music is this? Good question. It's Pretzel Rocks, as I always use it. What am I even listening to? I have no idea. I think it's like chill EDM. Yeah, chill EDM. On Pretzel Rocks. You can get an account and listen to it for free. But some stations are locked behind like subscription. Holy ZBrush, that's wall 1 sub 2. Yeah. It was. The Zamset face bluesman. Okay. Sphere cut in half. How we used to do back before sculpting software came around. That makes me so happy it's still used. Really? This is just what works for me. I didn't know people used it back in the day as well. It's great. Means it works. Okay, I think I'm okay with pilots for now. I can keep on adjusting them to further. Yeah, another thing that is really neat when you have subtools, not subtools, polygroups, is the ease of selecting the areas that you want to modify. I think it's okay for now. I don't really like how the nostril looks from the side view. Let's adjust that. As always, if you guys have any questions regarding ZBrush or not, you can ask them in the chat. You might notice that I don't go too high res too fast, and it's just to reiterate my point from the previous video. I prefer to stay as low res as possible for as long as possible. Gives me better control over shapes. Doesn't create as much wobbliness that you see if you ever attempted to do clean stylized sculpt. You know what I mean. Also, how's the music against my voice? I keep on adjusting it depending on the playlist that I'm using. And it's a new playlist, so if you could let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Maybe I'll add this thing later. Let's work on her lips a little bit, shall we? A few areas that I'm not super happy with, but I was very happy with the overall retopology that I got from ZBrush. It's one of the sacrifices that we had to make. Also, if I forget. Nope, wrong way. can't see my brushes either. Okay, thank you. Last question. What is your camera lens set to? 85. It doesn't have to be last question either. But yeah, 85. Andy Peachy. Layla, how is Zelda model going? Do you think you will post to your social media at some point? I can bring her up. I don't think I worked on her ever since I finished Zeri. Moved on to the next project. I kind of lost motivation to finish Zelda. I think because I was working without a concept, so there was no clear goal in mind. But you're not the only one asking about Zelda, so perhaps I should just finish her and post her. In this case, what could help me is thumbnail to see what's going on with my silhouette. Okay, thank you. Let me quickly bring up some reference from Anatomy for Sculptors. I always prefer to work with it by my side. Hi, how did you create the throat? Again, if you watched my previous video 2 weeks ago, I went through the full process of creating the character. Start to finish, that was the start. This is not a finish, but a bit of a more progressed model. Just 1 second, guys. Looking for some good mouth references. And the eyebrows. Eyebrows were very, very simple as well. They were made with topology brush. Basically, like this. you go. But more work went into them. Okay, I found some good reference for the lips. Music is fine. Looks perfect. The muck bubbles. Thank you. Can hear great. Speech to text is horrible. Oh, that happens. Best book for understanding body and facial expressions. Yeah, Anatomy for Sculptors is really good. It's Layla. Hello, Emperor of Cheese. Franklin. Hi, Layla. How long does it take you to work fully on a character without distractions? Oh, I love this question. Question with a million answers. I don't know. What kind of character? Is it the main character or is it a side character? Is it for a game? Is it for a movie? Is it for a cartoon? Is it for a TV series? Because they all have different things to consider. So you need to be a little bit more specific. Other groups. Without mouth bag. By the way, if you didn't know, it's called a mouth bag. Okay, not bad. AccuCurve can come in handy right about now. Yeah, that'd be awesome to see. I've also done the same with Skyward Sword Zelda model, working with the clear concept. Definitely not recommend. Without a clear concept. Yeah, that was me as well. Nice. Will you be sharing it anytime soon? I'd like to see. Oh, on this note, let me shamelessly plug my Discord server in. I've recently created my Discord server called 3D Rabbit Hole. If you're not there yet, you're welcome to join. Here it is. And you can post your works in progress there, or ask for help, or feedback, or just like, sometimes we chill there. Same time as I stream, but on the other weeks that I don't stream here on ZBrush channel, I will jump on there and work on my personal stuff before work. And we'll kind of have these hangouts there. Not a lot of people show, but it makes it cozy. Hey Layla, hope you're good. Is it the toy plastic material for the eyes? It is indeed. Привет, такая модель потом ретопается или просто берутся нижние сабдивы в качестве лоу-поля? Это спецскульпт, поэтому я не думаю, что я буду ретопать вручную. Думаю, просто ее в мармосет потом засунуть. Рендерить или в V-Ray. Смотрим. Обычно, да, такое бы у меня на более долгом проекте. Сейчас я замерджила все сабтулы, которые надо вместе склеить. Потом задесимейтила их. Сначала Dynamesh, потом Decimate. И вытащила их в майку. И там ретопологию делаю сейчас. Nice sculpt. I'm looking at the mouth and getting a bit twitchy. Creating that base mesh was a headache. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit, but that's how I go with all of my models, so doesn't bother me anymore. I'm gonna spend quite a bit of time on the mouth, mainly because it's the second place where your eyes go when you're looking at the model. The first one is the eyes, second will probably be the lips. So it's a good idea to spend a decent time on those two areas out of all of them. You can get the ears wrong, but if your eyes and lips are good, you might get a pass. Not saying not to study ears, but more bringing your attention to what people notice first in the model, you know? Her lips are rather too thin for my liking. So let's build up a bit of mass inside. And by thin, I don't mean like the actual thinness of the lips, I meant the walls on the inside. They were like this. And it might, oh, it will definitely show in the animation. Now that I'm gonna animate this girl, but it's still a good practice to give them some thickness. Learned it the hard way, trust me. Okay, it's looking better. Yep, I can definitely post it soon in your Discord. Just one working on the hair at the moment, and it's been a challenge. Hair is challenging. I know. I feel ya. Usually takes like, well, at least 5 hours for me to block out something good if it's like a long-haired or a complex hairstyle. So yeah, I feel ya. I think she's missing a line here, which I prefer not to add usually, but there should be a very faint implication that there is a line. It's like a break. Yeah, like so. It's barely visible. I've neglected her ears for long enough. Let's work a little bit on them. Oh, what a mess. Let's see if we can fix it. I was making a base mesh and went for 3 renditions, and being a bit picky on anatomical flow, I spent a while with it. Fair enough. I feel you. It's what I do every time I don't touch a piece for a while. Then I open ZBrush, open the piece, and I'm like, okay, let's redo the whole thing. Just kind of like a process with this one. Little meat in the earlobe area is desperately needed. Yes, please show ears a good level of appreciation. I shall. At your art station, you have a piece called Yennefer from Van Gerberg fan art. Could you tell me where you did the hair? Okay, so the base was sculpted in ZBrush, and then I painted some strokes on top of it in Maya to like get the same flow as the ZBrush sculpt. And then I think I used Yeti. Yeti is a hair plugin for Maya, and maybe other software as well, not sure. But I used Yeti in Maya. You could achieve very similar results with XGen, or Natrix is a big one. Seen some good stuff done with Nhair in Maya, or very good stuff done out of Blender, like really good. You do need to have a certain skill. My hair there is a mess. It just looks good for an angle, but to truly make a groom look great from all the angles, I have to spend a while in it. That's why it's a separate position in the industry. There are groom artists who specialize in it, so yeah. Okay, so it's not looking too bad anymore. Just need to fix a couple more things. Also, it might be too realistic for the style I'm going for, but we'll see. By realistic, I mean like the amount of details that I've put in so far. For stylized, I'm used to more of like simplified look, but we'll see. By the way, your art is beautiful. Thank you, Franklin. Franklin? Thank you. Boa tarde, linda. Hi, my house. Hola. I don't even think it was Spanish. No, it was probably Portuguese. Portuguese, yep. Oh, I guess hola is the same in Portuguese as it is in Spanish, so... Oh my god, it's been a while. Stunning work. Hey, new Nan Gates. How's it going? Thank you. I wouldn't call it stunning. Still at the very rough stage. But thank you. Layla, your horse head sculpt and texture are amazing. Wow, thank you. It was a very quick study. And there wasn't much texturing there. It was just straight up poly paint. Out of ZBrush. I feel like her ear is too far away from her head now. Oh, really, the endless iteration process. Think something looks good one moment, then you come back to it 15 minutes later, and it's no longer good. Any tips for curly hair for females? Like in real life? Because I can tell you a few things about that. If not, then reference. Reference is your best friend. There are some curve IMM brushes, like curly IMM brushes that you can generate, but they're usually not enough. You need like a very solid lockout of the hair first, and then like add a layer on top of layer. Okay, let's give her some teeth. She looks funny. I like how the eyes match the UI. They do? Yeah, almost. Good music. Thank you, my house. Does the character have a story? Yes, she is actually an NPC. One of the characters from Stardew Valley. If you've heard of that game, you probably did. It blew up in 2017. It's this very cozy, the king of cozy games currently. Her name is Abigail, and she's the purple-haired girl. They all have very distinct hair colors, so you can't like confuse them, really, because they're made out of, well, pixels, like very big pixels. Yeah, so she's this geek, purple-haired girl who's into fighting and games, and she loves amethysts and just like rocks and stuff. There's like a joke in the game because you have to give stuff that people like to the characters to like build friendship with them, and you can give her like amethysts or quartzes, like basically any precious stones that you find in the mines in the game. And her response to giving her this sort of gift is like, oh wow, a rock, yummy, or something like that. Oh, she's like, oh, I was hungry for a snack, thank you. So she's quirky. And the reason why I'm modeling her is because I want to start like a challenge on my Discord server and Instagram where we could all sculpt characters from Stardew Valley. If you type in Stardew Valley characters, you'll see what I mean. There are quite a few to choose from, and they'll have very interesting personalities. Yeah. You have half an hour left. Let's see how much hair sculpting I can get done. Really want to break up the symmetry. Yeah, real life. Real life. Yeah, you wash your hair, and then there's like a gazillion steps you need to take to make it look good. Like there are different like creams and beauty products that you need to apply to your hair after you wash it so it actually curls properly. Because if you don't, then you'll look like a cotton candy. Like it will be very, very fluffy. Have any of you guys played Stardew Valley? I'm just curious. These bangs might be a bit too much for my liking. But So this will be the lower level of the hair. Let's flatten it out. I'd like the challenge, How to join Discord? Yeah, I'll send a link, just a second. Here's the invite link if you want. I am still working on her because I want to finish Abigail and post her as like, hey, here's what you can do for the challenge, and then I'll probably model another character for the challenge as well. Wow, I'm losing my voice. Doesn't happen to me very often. Grateful for the challenge. You're welcome. It's not there yet. As soon as I'm done with Abigail, I'm gonna create like a poster for the challenge and post it on there. So in the meantime, you can research what kind of characters you like from the game, and then we can all make our own interpretations. She sort of looks like Daenerys right now, doesn't she? I know it's like a huge compliment to me, but do you see that? Oh wow, her eyes are popping out so much. I really need to like set them back in. That's better. Character can change so much just by readjusting the eyes. Quite interesting. You give me something to look forward to, lol, as a beginner character artist. You're welcome. Or noob character artist, lol. We all are noobs. It's okay. You definitely see Emilia Clarke in there, huh? Season 1 Danny almost. Right? Maybe it's the dark eyebrows against the white hair that's got like this very distinct partition in the middle. But now it's fully covering her ears that I worked so hard on. That's okay. And it's funny. Worked on Abigail from Stardew and ended up with Daenerys from Game of Thrones. Okay, let's save. I don't know, but she reminds me of Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah, there is something in there. I think Anya Taylor has got a very slim, like thin nose though, and eyes that are very big and set apart. So maybe that's what is like giving you Anya Taylor impression. Like big eyes. But her nose is definitely thinner. Not sure whether it was done through plastic surgery, because I remember watching Queen's Gambit with her, and she looked more natural in there. Not sure. Celebrities usually get plastic surgeries when they're like on the rise, when they're like becoming more and more popular. What is the lady's name? Abigail. Abby. Yeah, I felt so too, but more from the side view, not from the front view as much. Yeah, maybe. Quite a challenge to translate this into this. Plus, I'm using quite a few references and they all are so different. Some have very full lips, some have very thin lips. She's got quite full lips in the game. Out. Now, let's add a second layer up here. I prefer to work with like this layered system in mind. Usually it adds more of a realistic look to it. Okay. Like so. Correct. Accept. Move it out. Dynamesh it. That's a nice name. Yeah. There are quite a few male characters in there, as many as there are female, so you can pick. There are different ages as well, and races, I think. Right? There are even like dwarves there. Here you go. That's a cute fan art. That's Abigail. I'll house you. Does anyone on this channel sculpts from the tabletop wargames industry? No. Not me. I don't, but... yeah, not sure if anybody does for the tabletop. But the same principles really apply with any sculpt. There are just some extra steps that you need to take to prepare a sculpt for 3D printing, right? And also need to keep in mind exaggeration of certain details, so when you print them, they like stand out. And yada yada yada. Let's bring it in. Strobes, old polygons. So yeah, again, separating stuff into parts that is easier to work with. Are you not Thomas? For sure, I am back. No, I'm not Thomas, I'm Layla. I don't think the video should have Thomas. Thomas? As the title if you refresh it. Thomas. Thomas? I just gave me a vague idea. Make hair separate into parts. Yeah. It's easier to control, easier to manipulate. And then turn into curls. Well, yeah, Something like that. It depends on what kind of curls you're talking about as well. Do you have a character in mind? It's like reference? Because sometimes people confuse curls with wavy hair, and then it's a different approach. Hi, Xenia. I just turn into curls. Okay. Easier to fix or adjust parts than trying to adjust as a whole. Yeah. It just gives me more control over the whole piece. You know? I mean, I just joined the Discord. There's plenty of refs. Are there? You mean like you send something to Discord? Uh-huh. Neat. I like this work in progress. Thank you, Xenia. It's Abigail from Stardew Valley, if you've played it. Too thin. Okay. There'll be a second layer. I'll tuck into maybe like a braid that I'll add to the back. Don't. Okay. Oh no, I'll show the work when I'm further along. Okay. That's fine. Just whenever you're ready, or if you're unsure what to do next, maybe you're stuck, you can always ask for feedback in the feedback channel as well. People are quite responsive, myself included. If I have time, I will feedback on artworks posted there. I'm just currently trying to challenge myself to be consistent with making good faces and bodies. That's a good goal. This work you're doing looks fun. Thank you. That is fun. Anyway, maybe I should at least add something. Save, export. Like so. Maybe the next character that I'll pick up from Stardew will be a guy. Been sculpting too many girls recently. Need a change of pace. Okay. This work? Okay, cute. Thank you, Naughty. Hey Layla, what's your favorite color? Wow. What a question. I'm torn. I like so many colors. I feel like it's two, and they're quite different. One is like sunset yellow, so something in between yellow and orange, and the other one is this one, teal or turquoise. What about you guys? What colors do you like? Oh, nice. If you want to say the color wheel is your favorite color, I'll understand and forgive you. You got me. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it changes every year. But I remember ever since I was a kid, I really vibed with teal. At some point, my mom even let me paint my whole room this color. So I had walls of this color. We painted over the wallpaper. It was really cool. Because every other room in the apartment that I grew up in would be probably white or off-white color, and then there'll be a turquoise room in our house. Oh, by the way, you missed a random fact about me if you didn't join the stream from the get-go. I was explaining that my last name is not actually Viscu. Well, it's not the way it's pronounced. It's pronounced Viscu, but it's really hard to pronounce because there is no I sound in English. So everybody pronounces it as Viscu. Unless, of course, they are Moldovan or Romanian. And they know what's up. trying to understand whether I like it or not. This division in the middle. Maybe I do. Just not too much of it. Okay. Like so. And on this note, I think I'm gonna have to wrap up the stream and go to work. Okay, so not too bad, but safe. I really like ochre or earthly colors and pastel colors. I'm not sure how to pronounce ochre, but I know which color it is. It's like this. Off yellow, off brown yellow. Oh, fact time. Very cute, thank you. Viscu. Almost. I like it, makes you sound lethal. It's Viscu, I see. Easy to pronounce, lol. Good piece of art. Thank you, Shadow Jago. Understandable, what a nice stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. Again, please come next time, because it's still got a long way to go. But I like how it's progressing. If we were to compare it to this. And then, yeah, there is no previous meshes, but yeah. Better than this. Bit more appealing. Still ways to go. Especially on her hair. But yeah, if you'd like to join the challenge, I might finish her off stream. We'll see. If you guys want, I can finish her next stream or continue working on her on the next stream. And then I'll start the challenge and everybody can join in. I will post it on my Instagram and Discord and Telegram, most probably. So make sure to follow me there. And thank you for hanging out. It was really fun. You guys are the best. Close that. Again, if you haven't joined, here's the link, because I got to add it on my ArtStation, which I probably should. Thanks, Layla. Have a nice day at work. I must feed now. Go and feed. Go eat all the cheese. До новых встреч. Всем пока. Bye-bye, guys.